Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all those other good things. In fact, New Year ready to Bruce and our chums in New Zealand. Here we go, a quick Imaginarium flight to think about the utility and use of urban air mobility once more. This time flying the Alia. I'm not saying it right at all, am I? I've not even been drinking. From London City Airport, that's over here on the eastern side of London. Lots of money and stuff spent over here. Over to the west to Denham through the Heli routes. My thinking in this being it's be a good way of getting yourself across London and saving yourself time if you're going to points to the west. You could equally go any other direction. So an hour and 6 minutes by car, an hour and 9 minutes, hour and 21 if you go through the centre of town. Let's look at the railways. Oh, not there, over here. Let's look at the railways. This tells us it's going to take an hour and 27 minutes if we leave now. So we're going to go via the Heli routes, H4-H10, basically following the Thames, then heading up to fly along the A40 and just underneath Northolt and away out at Uxbridge Common. Now it used to be that you had to fly along these at given altitudes, but I think there's I can't be asked to go through it all. Let's just get airborne and see what happens. We'll talk as we go. All right, there's the time. I think we're on stand 7 at London City. I tried to connect this to VATSIM. Let's just get airborne. Less talking. I'll talk as we go. Right, airborne at time 48. Oh, don't hit the Lufthansa. Looking down at my watch and yawing away. London City, cheerio, so long, and thanks for all the fish. Golf for Sierra uniform Alpha Sierra is an Alia 250. I'm running up the tail motor now. See that on the back? There it goes, and we're away. You can see that on the right hand PFD, the lower instrument. Oh, it's all very slow. Why is it also very slow? Right, let's climb on. I'm not gonna. That's the Thames barrier that's been open, I think, in the last couple of weeks. And that's the dome built for the millennium. I'm not sure they thought that would survive. I think we're well in the green. I can't really see my screen. When it's out like this, I can't see those PFDs to see what speed we're going. But I'm bringing back the lift rotors because I think we've got enough speed for forward flight. In the latest version, so this is now the release version of X-Plane 12, I think they've improved the flight characteristics of this thing. Oh, look at those buildings coming in a ghostly fashion. That's my terribly slow computer. Okay, so as we go down the Heli route, our first reporting point is going to be the Isle of Dogs. We follow down the centre of the Thames, and if anything comes the other way, we turn right. But I don't think anything could be coming the other way because I don't think I've got live air traffic working. So were there to be anything there, I wonder if that helps you. Well, not very much in the centre of the Thames there. Let's get myself across a bit. We will be in trouble for being not in the centre. So Heathrow. Good morning, Golf Sierra uniform Alpha Sierra is an Alia 250 with 5 on board for Denham. I'd like to route H4-H10. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. And just entering the Isle of Dogs. Alright, crack on. Isle of Dogs. I should have done that a lot quicker. Enter Isle of Dogs standard altitudes, and we're just going to faff along. What are we, about 1,100 feet? That seems good to me. We said 4.8, didn't we? Yeah, so I tried to set up VATSIM for real-time air traffic control. I did set up VATSIM for real-time air traffic control, and I've used it before. There's very nerdy people in there. In the distance, up to the north, just to the right of the Cower, you can see some of the Olympic Park, and to our right now, that's where a lot of money's made. So there'll be many people. Oh, I'm overgunning the engine. I never know. Let's just bring that back. There it is. I'm trying to. I just pointed at the screen where you should look, but on the right hand PFD it's the bottom single gauge that you can see, and above it the split needles. That's for the 4 lift rotors. Yeah, no, VATSIM demanded all all the CPUs, and there's no controllers on board. We've gone past Greenwich, and we wanted to point that out. Our next reporting point, mandatory reporting point, is Vauxhall Bridge, and it would be very remiss of me if I don't point the nose down and do what a hunter did in the 50s, when a chap was so incensed that some royal commemoration, it might even be in the coronation, that the Air Force wasn't really involved, that he did this coming the other way in the Hunter. Building on the right called the Gherkin, and then the Shards on the left, the tall pointy one. That's the Tower of London. This is Tower Bridge. This one rises up to let boats through. There's the Tower of London on the right. That's HMS Belfast there. That's the Mayor's office on the left. That thing they call the walkie-talkie on the right-hand side, that burnt a few cars when they didn't want to pull up. I pulled up too aggressively there. Perhaps it's time to. Oh, it's because the rear motor's wound down a bit. I don't quite understand that. They seem to have made. They're saying St Paul's Cathedral on the right. I have no idea what that funny building there is on the left. They seem to have made this a little bit easier to fly than before. Oh, did we just miss our call? I think we did. Oops. No, we didn't. Vauxhall Bridge is still coming up. I'm just putting these. I'm not happy down here. Running low on this space. I wonder if that held. I just had a warning from my confuser. This isn't going well. Oh well, I'll continue on and we'll see what this does. It's London Eye. London Heathrow is Parliament, going under the right hand side. Battersea in the distance. I should know what that conglomeration of buildings there is called. It's quite famous, but I've forgotten it. Heathrow, Sierra Uniform Alpha, Sierra approaching Vauxhall Bridge. A bit early, but yeah, no, getting in time. The next one to report is Chelsea Bridge. Not sure if that's the next one. I think it is the next one. Yeah. Alpha Sierra is Chelsea Bridge, and there's Battersea Power Station. I believe that's a shopping centre or something now. Has the paint dried yet? How long have we been going? Not been going long, guys. It would be quick, wouldn't it? Relatively quick, really. Even though we're wobbling all the way around the world to get there by going via the Thames. So we're doing much the direct, or sort of a direct tracks north of us in pink on the map. Next reporting point is the Battersea helipad. There it is, sticking out into the Thames, on the Thames on the left near those buildings. So we shall report there. Heathrow Alpha Sierra is at Battersea Heliport. They continue to be all sorts of words. As I say, it's a shame that the VATSIM boys are not doing their air traffic controlling, because then they would be telling me off and we'd be having the right wording now. I'm sort of by, and I shouldn't be doing it. I should be flying down the centre of the Thames for noise abatement, and I have to be above 500 feet, which we are, so that's good. But I'm deferring to one side of it. I'm keeping a line feature on my left, and this full and football ground. I'm doing that naturally, and I should call just as we get here. Heathrow Golf Sierra Uniform Alpha Sierra approaching Barnes. And that says at Barnes. And then I think we go around the corner here, a couple more bends, and we find ourselves at Kew Bridge, and then we'll turn north. take ourselves to the M40, and then we follow. I can't remember quite what you did there. There's a really good ordnance survey map that you actually fly with when you do this, and it's got everything on it. You wouldn't fly it off a PFD or anything like that. You fly it off a paper map that has all the information instantly available to you. No buttons to press, as he's throwing the distance out there. You can't see it very well. Just remind me, I'm sure I said 48 for the takeoff time. When we get the Denham. Around the corner we go. Wants to see if that, in fact, if the people from Alia go and fly at their airfield much in X-Plane, because I know they use X-Plane. That would be rather fun, wouldn't it? One could fly with them. Okay, so it's up here somewhere. London Heathrow. Yeah, 250. Surely turning right at Q Bridge. It's not this one, it's the next one. I'm on Hotel 10 now. We were from Barnes, I think. Yeah, we were. This is Hotel 10. We turn right, we go across that open ground over there. As I'm rearranging this a bit fast, let's take it down a tiny bit. And now I'm looking for the M40. Come right a little bit. There's a road here. Where is it? There it is. And that is Wembley Stadium. There's the road I want over there. A little bit right, left of track. And that's the M40 there. And I think, and now I do remember the great gotcha here when we make this next turn. That's railways there. Go over the railways. Pretty sure I am a little bit left of track, but they're pretty won't shout at me too much. We don't have to, it's not a mandatory reporting point here, but as you turn, here's the gotcha. Well, it's quite obvious when you're there in real life. You see the railway disappearing roughly the way we want to go. That's on the nose now and through those buildings. You don't follow the railway, you follow the road. It is more obvious in real life. Here we go up the road. And there we are. We should keep this over here. But that means we're going to get much closer to, well, let's just do it. We'll keep it on our left. But that means we're going to be a lot closer to, forgets the name of the airfield. It just shows you when you're thinking. You don't think much. To Northolt, I said, to RAF Northolt, then you'd want to be. I can't remember. I'm sure we had to keep it on this other side, on the right here, so that we stay enough off the fence, but I could be wrong. So this is the M40 if you've ever been to London. Heads on up to Oxford, at Birmingham, eventually. I'm not paying any attention to how high we are, because I can't actually see. If I crept down. Oh, we were 980, so we weren't far off. I've no idea what this is in front of us here. These gardens. There's Northolt. My very, very good friend Dave was a controller there for many, many years. He and I shared a place when we were both controllers in Scotland at Prestwick, at the Scottish Air Traffic Control Centre. Many, many, many japes ensued. looking down the runway there, so we might have been asked to hold or whatever if they had inbound traffic. I'm actually loath to jump out of this. It's a 4.7, didn't I? So we've been going for 14 minutes so far. I wonder what they would charge you for this. Not much longer to go. We'll stay over here over this open ground anyway. Should anything happen, this would be a good place to be. Obviously to the right, we can make it into North Holt. I suppose should anything happen now, we'd turn right, go to North Holt, because that's where the ambulances live. So not long to go now. Looking for Denham, should be up there on the right hand side. And we're going to leave the heli routes at Uxbridge Common. Should have said East of Beam, North Holt. I can't remember whether you talked to North Holt. Can't remember. Maybe you did here. They might have handed you. We might have been handed over to North Holt. Who then might have arranged the handover to Denham. And we keep going down here. And as I remember rightly, there'll be some. Yeah, there we are. There's some dams up there. Let's climb this little hill, and basically when we leave town, that's us. You can see Uxbridge Common coming up on the map. London, hello, it's me. Just coming up to Uxbridge Common. I like to QSY to Denham now on 130.725. Thank you for the service. Good day. Alia, so long, and thanks for all the fish. Thank you and goodbye. So yeah, that's us at Uxbridge Common now. Now, where is, oh, is that it there? Yeah, that must be it there. Denham, hello. This is, let's start getting rid of power. This is Alia 250 Golf Sierra Uniform Up Sierra with 5 on board, 4 on board. I said earlier, we've picked up someone on the way with 4 on board, inbound to you from London City. And I would like to land, I can't remember where you landed. I would like to land, I think, on the north side. So I've got rid of the rear motor, I've switched it off, I'm bringing the nose up, so let me speed up. I'm going to just gently, whoa, not a bit more gentle than that, feed in those multi-rotor motors. Probably a bit low here, I am a bit low here. We just direct in for the north side parking, Alpha Sierra. Muck about with circuits. Can't remember which way the wind's going. Denham was, I think, where a lot of the Ealing comedies were made. There's some studios here. There might be them over on the right, I'm not sure. Right, here we go. There's some aircraft parked there. Can't remember, that's Broadwater Lake and Harefield, Denham Garden Village. So that rear motor stopped. Our vertical motors are nearly 3/4 power. Yeah, I need new computer. It's at least another year. I know there's a car park up there somewhere. Again, or Dave did some controlling here. Back there at the control towers behind us. He does a FISO stuff. He's quite often at Sywell and other places. Ooh, keep going forward. Just hop a taxi across. And off the airpiece, what's the time? 9:05. Let's go and plant it in front of that hangar. In front of that Cessna. Or should we go to the car park? Maybe our man's in the car. No, let's go in front of the Cessna. Throttle control at low level on this thing's quite hard. Don't really know how low we are. That's too high. That was a terrible landing. That'll do. Right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So it's minute 06. What do we say? 48, so that's 15, 16, 18 minutes. That's not bad at all, is it? That's I think what I wanted to say. Let's make this map bigger here. I think what I wanted to say was that wobbling all the way around here like we did was a very, very long way. Someone better check my maths later. Let's say it was under 25 minutes, wasn't it? And that was as against an hour. Should we have driven, or even longer by rail? So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's me. That's my little flight on New Year's Eve. Just grabbed the wrong window there. So all that remains is for me to wish everybody a happy New Year. I hope it goes well tonight. I hope you're having a cracking time, New Zealand chums, because you're doing it now. And don't forget to watch us every Tuesday at 2100 GMT for our chat of nonsense. Cheers for now, everybody. I'm going to a braai. Bye-bye.